If you live with chronic pain, you know the real story isn't just what happens inside a doctor's office. It's all the moments in between. Today, we're going to look at a new approach that's designed to capture that full story, to make sure what happens between appointments finally matters.
Wow. I mean, this quote from a patient really says it all, doesn't it? That feeling of being misunderstood, of trying to explain the day-to-day reality of what you're going through. That's one of the biggest challenges in managing any chronic condition.
So where does that feeling of being misunderstood even come from? Well, it really comes down to a fundamental gap in how care is normally delivered. We're talking about those long stretches of time between your appointments. And this visual just lays it out so clearly. You've got a 15-minute visit, which, let's be honest, just a tiny snapshot in time. But then you have all those days of life. That's where the pain actually happens. That's where you find out if a treatment plan is really working.
And because of that gap, what happens? You're basically asked to be a perfect historian of your own pain, to somehow remember exactly how you felt, what you did, and what happened weeks ago, all on the spot. It's a pretty impossible task, and it often means your care plan is based on incomplete information and a lot of guesswork.
So this is where a new idea comes into the picture. Instead of trying to reconstruct the past from a fading memory, what if your care team had a sort of companion? Something that could help them understand your journey as it unfolds. Let's talk about Beacon.
At its heart, Beacon is really just a smart, supportive system. You can think of it like a bridge between you and your care team. Its whole job is to connect the dots of your daily life so they get a much clearer picture of your health.
And right from the very beginning, you can see what it's all about. Two things are absolutely key here. Your data is always kept secure, and the whole process is designed to be simple and genuinely supportive.
All right, so how does this actually work? Let's get into the nuts and bolts. The entire thing is built around three core ideas. It has to be simple to use, totally secure with your data, and truly supportive of your care.
Getting set up is incredibly straightforward. It all starts with a secure email from your clinic. After that, you just download the app, log in, and sync up a wearable device you might already have. Like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. It's really designed to fit into your life, not make it more complicated.
Now, transparency is everything, so let's be really clear about what gets gathered. And the key phrase here is with your permission. Beacon looks at signals from your wearable, things like general movement, activity levels, and sleep patterns. And this all happens quietly in the background, so it doesn't interrupt your day. But look, we all know a wearable can't tell the whole story. For everything else, you have a voice. You can share your direct experience with short, scheduled questionnaires, or, if it's easier for you, simple voice check-ins. You get to choose how you want to be heard.
This interactive body map is also a really powerful tool. It lets you pinpoint exactly where you're hurting and describe the kind of pain it is. It helps make a really subjective experience much more concrete and understandable for your doctor.
So, what's the end result of all this? Well, it helps your care team see trends over time, which means your appointments can be way more focused and productive. But maybe most importantly, it's about helping you feel heard and supported, even on the days you're not in the clinic.
And just as important is what Beacon doesn't do. First off, it absolutely does not replace your doctor. It's a tool for them. It never, ever records your conversations without your consent. It does not sell your data, and it's not there to judge you or give you a score. This is about support, plain and simple.
This quote just nails it. The goal is support, not surveillance. The whole system is designed to make sure that you are in the driver's seat. You are always in control of your data and your participation, period.
So, we have all this helpful information, but how does that actually transform the conversation you have with your doctor? Let's see how it all comes together.
This is probably the most important question, right? Is this just going to be another pile of data for an already busy doctor to sort through? The answer, thankfully, is no. And here's why. Before your appointment, your doctor gets a clear, concise summary. It doesn't throw a ton of raw data at them. Instead, it highlights the important trends and signals. That way, they're better prepared and up to speed before you even walk in the room.
And this slide really shows you the payoff. The entire conversation shifts. Instead of spending all your valuable time trying to reconstruct the past, you can actually focus on what to do next. It opens the door for deeper conversations about care, about decisions, and about genuine connection.
Ultimately, this all points toward a new model for care, one that's built on continuous understanding and on what it really means to feel seen by the people you trust with your health.
That's really the ultimate goal here. Taking the invisible, moment-to-moment story of living with pain and making it visible, making it tangible for the very people who are there to help you.
And this brings us full circle right back to the patient experience.
The feeling that you don't have to carry the heavy burden of explaining your pain all by yourself. It's about a shared understanding. So, we'll end with this thought. What would it change for you if your care wasn't just a series of isolated appointments? What if it actually felt like your care team was walking alongside you, understanding the ups and downs as they happen?
That's the future that systems like Beacon are working to build, a future where your care is based on your real life, because what happens between visits is what truly matters most.